Well, the mantra really is just keep pounding. It is what it is.
Welcome to the Panthers Report. Appreciate you guys for taking this time to hear me out. This is where our passion meets the playbook here on the Panthers Report. If you guys could please subscribe to the channel as we try to build, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, your thoughts on what we're going to dive into with this video. Last video we posted on an update were the rumors about Adam Thielen going back to Minnesota, and as you can see, it actually happened. It's not a surprise that it happened, but it is here. It is kind of, bittersweet. The Panthers did get some good capital back, in terms of what people thought they were going to get, and more than what they, really in reality should have gotten. But it just goes to show how desperate, honestly, the Minnesota Vikings were, because they are really banged up. A 35-year receiver, and the Panthers were able to get what they were able to get, says a lot. So here we go. Adam Thielen returns to the Vikings and trade with Panthers. Two-time Pro Bowler, had 48 catches for 650 yards and 5 touchdowns last season. So as you see right here, just with this headline alone, how reliable Adam Thielen was for Bryce Young. We're gonna give this again. This is an ESPN article video. We will leave the link in the description, so you can find it there if you'd like to check this out. It says the Minnesota Vikings brought back Adam Thielen on Wednesday in a trade with the Carolina Panthers, giving the veteran receiver a chance to finish his career in the state where he was born, raised, and played most of his NFL career. The Panthers will receive a 2026 fifth-round draft pick. I wish that, and a 2027 fourth-round pick. I wish that fourth-round pick was actually in 2026, but oh well. While the Vikings will get Thielen a conditional 2026 seventh-round and 27 seventh-round pick. So as you can see, the Panthers were playing hardball. It was difficult, I can imagine, for the Vikings to give up a fourth-round pick and even a fifth-round pick for a 35-year receiver who just turned 35. Still got some gas left, but still, he's not the future. He's not something you're building around. And, of course, the draft picks says that, because fourth and fifth rounder. But we were able to get the Panthers a fourth-round pick out of this deal. And so that is a big steal for the Carolina Panthers right there. It would have, if the Panthers would have just said, okay, we'll settle for fifth and six, it would have been settled right then and there. The trade wouldn't have took as long as it did. It didn't take very long, but it wouldn't have taken as long as it did take. So you can tell behind the scenes, they were hesitant, Minnesota, but they are so banged up in the receiving room right now, as we're going to read in this article. You can see why. I mean, what other option did they have? And that's not all, though. It says sources told ESPN that the Vikings will pay the remainder of Thielen's salary for 2025, worth approximately $7 million. So they also have to eat that salary as well. So Carolina is just winning all over the boards. In addition, Thielen has also spent time with quarterback J.J. McCarthy in each of the past 2 summers as part of a group of Minnesota-based NFL players who work out together before training camp. So as you can see there, they already got some chemistry built with one another, a little something, that wasn't his quarterback at the time, it is now, so, but they are familiar with each other. And yeah, Thielen's going to be big for J.J. McCarthy as the Vikings deal with these receiver issues. It says Thielen, 35, went undrafted in 2013. I didn't even know that, to be honest. I had no idea Thielen went undrafted, and look at him now. But the Vikings offense began to shift towards Jefferson after he emerged as a rookie in 2020. Yep, and by 2022, Thielen was a secondary option. The Vikings released Thielen after the season rather than continuing to carry a contract that called for $19.9 million cap hit for 2023. So that's that article. And what does this mean for the Panthers? Bryce Young. Personally, it's bittersweet because we did get a fourth out of this, and also that fifth. But also, like I mentioned in the previous video, the chemistry, Adam Thielen being a clear leader and a locker room full of young players. So as you can see, the depth chart right here, updated. We got McMillan as the number 1. Leggett will be number 2. Jalen Coker will be the number 3. David Moore, the number 5. He's the oldest on this roster at 30, I believe. Jimmy Horn Jr., a steal in the draft, who I like, is the number 6 for now. But I think I expect Jimmy Horn to work his way up on this depth chart as the season goes. But, you know, Bryce Young now has to work with, you know, what he has. He has a lot of talent at the receiver position. But again, I enjoyed the veteran presence of Adam Thielen because it worked well for Xavier Leggett. You can tell that those two were really bonding and had a great chemistry there. It's unfortunate. I still, you know, believe that Bryce Young can have an incredible season. I just do hate the fact that, you know, it was broken up because we were feeling so good. You know, not even thinking about Thielen being traded, but it happens and it happened. So we just have to roll with what we have. I still like what we have, this young receiving core, and I still think, you know, that we have a chance. I still believe the Panthers have a chance. But what do you guys think? Drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, Adam Thielen being traded back to the Vikings, but more specifically, not on the Carolina Panthers anymore. What do y'all think? Read this one. It says the Panthers weren't just going to give Adam Thielen away, of course, right? It says they were going to do right by him and trade him to the Vikings only if a deal made sense. A big reason they were comfortable making the move, they love wide receiver Jalen Coker. Remember the name. So it's all about JC on this one. We're going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about Jalen Coker. Is he going to emerge? I mean, I saw him coming on strong last season. I saw some people picking him up in fantasy football late last season, you know, because Bryce Young was really comfortable and everything. But we're going to leave it there. Appreciate you guys taking the time to hear me out here on the Panthers Report. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this trade. How does this affect Bryce Young? Will this have a negative effect on Bryce Young? Or are the Panthers okay at receiver? Are they okay? And I still think they need to go get a tight end if our tight end doesn't pan out. But I'm going to leave it there. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
Well, the mantra really is just keep pounding. It is what it is.